Welcome, welcome to Theology 310, Spiritual Formation. My name is James Shelton, and I am a class of 2002 Skyhawk. Actually, I was a class of 2002 Charger, and the school was called Atlanta Christian College, but I digress. Proud to be a Skyhawk, proud to be a part of the ACC Point family still. It is my joy to welcome you to this really impactful course. Delighted to have the opportunity to spend the next 8 weeks with you through the course. What I'm going to do during this getting started week is walk you through some of the assignments. Today's video, I'm going to try to keep these as short as possible, is just to kind of give you an introduction into how the course works. Look at the first, maybe even the second modules, not going into any assignment details, but just to kind of show you how the course is laid out. I would encourage you to do the very same. Just browse around in the course. All of my contact information is available inside the course. Quickest way to get me is by email here in Canvas, which you can see on your screen. You can also email me at james.shelton, and that's Shelton with a T, at point.edu. And I check my phone like 1,000 times a day. So you will definitely be getting a quick response from me. Okay, so I'm just going to open up. I'm teaching two sections of this course this time. I'm going to open up this first one, but they are identical. So when you open up the course, you are going to see recent announcements. You're going to see a wonderful introduction here to the course, Spiritual Formation, Kingdom Living. You'll also see your things to do on the right-hand side of your screen. And this is a 300 level course, so I'm going to operate on the assumption that most of you have been in this program for at least a year, maybe two, but maybe not. So I don't want to skip over anything. So again, welcome to you on the homepage. Near the bottom, there are quick access buttons that give you the start here. And this is exactly what I would do. I would start right here in the course. Here is a class overview. We go over the class learning objectives and these handy dandy next buttons at the bottom of the screen. Here's some more information about me. When I took that glamour shot for the faculty handbook, I I didn't wear glasses at that point, but here I am. Same amount of hair, just specs. Here are my details as to how you can reach me. Again, james.shelton at point.edu, but also in a case of an emergency, if you need to text me or give me a call, here's my cell phone number here available for you. And of course, in Canvas here, there's also an inbox that you can email me through the class as well. Okay, so there are the deets about me. We move along, and your first assignment, your only assignment for this week, and the class starting on Wednesday, and your due date for this is Sunday. It's the Introduce Yourself Forum. I'm sure you've done these in other courses. The precise guidelines for this course are a 100 to 200 word original response or initial response reflecting on this prompt. Again, introduce yourself, a brief bio, your name, where you're from, your educational background, what you're doing right now, and any other interest you might, you can attach a photograph or a YouTube video link. And you'll also need to take a moment to read and respond to two of your classmates, okay? And those responses need to be around 50 words each, and add to the discussion. In other words, just if one of your classmates says that they enjoy knitting, then you can say, well, what is it about knitting that you enjoy, or anything special that you have that you've knitted, or something like that. It certainly won't be, exact. It might be. So, but anyway, that's what we're doing. 100 to 200 words in length. And then each of your responses to your classmates should be around 50. Now, let me tell you something about me from the outset. Most of your video lectures are going to be Dr. Lee Reese. Lee Reese is a friend of mine, and he built this course. And so you're going to be seeing Dr. Reese in most of the videos. However, I'm going to be the one that's going to be reading your stuff. I look forward to it. And I'm going to be responding and grading. I am what they call a stickler for word counts. Okay. So if it says 100 to 200 words, it's going to behoove you to be in that window. And in your responses to classmates, if it says 50 words each, then you need to be within that window. Now, the other thing about our discussion forums, which I think I'm going to try to repeat in every video, um, it is imperative if you can. And I'm going to give grace for the getting started week and for week one, okay, which starts next Monday. Okay, I'm going to give grace on this, but hear this. I'll write it in announcements and I'll repeat it in these daily videos to you. Your initial responses to receive credit, any credit, okay? Your initial responses to receive any credit must be in by Friday night before your head hits the pillow each week, okay? Now you have 2 forums each week in this course, not the getting started week, but you'll have 2 discussion forums each week in this course, along with other assignments. It is imperative. And the reason for this is that these discussion forums replace, like in a traditional classroom setting, with a classroom, you would have discussion times, maybe break out into groups or something like that. Well, due to the online nature of this course, we don't really have that. But so it is imperative for us to get these in by Friday, okay, before your head hits the pillow, to receive any credit. If you write it on Saturday or Sunday after Friday, you will not receive any credit for it. However, if you do go on and respond to a classmate who has turned their work in on time, I will gladly give credit for your work uh, there in the discussion forums. But I hope that's clear. Please, we need to try, all of us, to get these in by Friday. It gives your classmates time to respond, and then they give you time to respond over the weekend. Now, I'm going to extend grace for this getting started week and then week one. So, but it would be best for you if you just tried to get to these forum posts, do the requisite reading, watch the video, the instruction, and then get those in. I'm going to repeat this over and over and over again. And one more thing in this video, it's turned out to be a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, and just due to the nature of class. The use of AI. We have a policy here at Point University. It is up to each instructor how they choose to enforce this policy. I just need to say this to you up front. A paper totally generated by AI is not your original work. And it falls under the category of not plagiarism per se, but academic dishonesty. Okay. And I just want to say at the outset that there are useful AI tools out there for you. I do have an AI checker that I use in my classes. And of course, we also have the Turnitin resource here at Point to help us with mostly plagiarism, but there is an AI component to that as well. I just want to say that I will reach out to you if I feel like your work has been generated solely by AI. Okay. I will not just, strike. I will reach out to you and check with you and have you go over your process for your papers or your discussion forums. So that may be a little gray, but it has to be because there are some useful AI tools out there. If you have any questions about a particular tool that you have used in the past or were looking to use in this course, let me know. Ask me, send me an email and we can chat about it. Okay. All right. This video is already a lot longer and then you get into rules and all that stuff and it can become kind of a downer, but hey, I'm so glad you're here. This is an impactful course. And I am so excited to have the opportunity to walk through this material with you over the next couple of months. So God bless you. Just know that I am praying for you. And anytime you have a prayer request that you would like to throw my way, please do. As a pastor of a church, and just really just as a Christian, it is my joy to pray for you. So I think that's going to do it for this video. God bless you all. Welcome to the course. There are no silly questions. If you have a question about any of the assignments, let me know. I'll be back on Thursday with a more in-depth video regarding our assignments. Okay, but don't wait on that. Go ahead and start rummaging around in the course. And again, throw your questions my way. I am here to support and help and be a guide. And thank you for the opportunity. And go Skyhawks. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.